What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I've got 5 very specific fall, winter, cooler weather fragrances that I want to talk to you about here today that are in stock and you can find from FragranceBuy and FragFlex's anniversary sale that they are running. Now I'll have all the information down below. They're running the 12% off site-wide across the entire inventory. Does stack with free shipping. There's free samples, free gifts. Like I said, all the details are going to be down below in the video description box for you. I strongly suggest you take a look. If you're familiar with their sales in the past, they run them 3 to 4 times a year and they're always worth grabbing. They always make sure they got a heavy stock, some great door crashers to grab at phenomenal prices, Manceras and God knows what this year, because they always have some wild stuff. I've gotten Manceras for 40 bucks from them doing this before. So definitely check that out. It goes live as this video is up all the way till Monday, and I would strongly suggest checking it out if you're in the market to get some cool stuff, maybe some early Christmas shopping for loved ones, or grabbing some new stuff for your collection for the cooler weather. But these 5 in particular, I think, kind of do the trick for just that said event, to do a little Christmas shopping or to get something for the cooler weather for yourself. These are 5 that I quite enjoy, that you might enjoy too. There's links down below for these individually as well. So let's dive into these 5. Stay tuned. Starting with one from Chopard. Now this Malaki line that they have is just a line full of incredible bangers. I gotta say, I have 4 fragrances in this line now, with the newest one being Leather Malaki. If you want a slightly fresher, smoky leather, this might be one to look into. There's some mineral notes and bergamot that give it a little bit of freshness, but you've got cypress, smoky notes, and leather to give it this kind of fresh, slightly earthy green, dark kind of feel to it. It is like really, really well rounded for a leather fragrance. Smoky as soon as it gets you. If you like a good smoky leather, like a black leather accord, even though this is a brown type of color, it's more of a black leather accord. Like I said, smoky notes, a little bit of pepper sprinkled on top, but there's this green, slightly earthy cypress note that really stands out from the start. You get a little bit of freshness here, surprisingly fresh for as dark as the base notes of this fragrance are. High performing fragrance, great longevity. It's really strong. You don't need a lot of sprays. This is one for you leather fragrance lovers. That's a great daily wear option that obviously doubles well in evening festivities such as date nights, just going out and having drinks, fun night out, casual night out, whatever have you. This will do just about everything. Not the best t-shirt fragrance out there, but pretty much anything polo shirt and above, v-necks and so on. I think this will definitely do the trick. You might want to look into it. These are usually found for under $80 from places like FragFlex and FragranceBuy. So for this particular video topic, would definitely be from Chopard. This is Leather Malaki. Newer release from this year. It's fruity, it's leathery, it's spicy. It is Azzaro's Forever Wanted Elixir, the gold bottle. A lot of people enjoying this one, kind of calling it somewhat of a designer take on Tuscan leather. Sure, in this same vein, not the same exact profile, but I see where they're coming from. Definitely smells really good. Definitely smells really good. If you've been a fan of other wanted flankers in the past, a la the Most Wanted and the Most Wanted Parfum, specifically Wanted by Night, those being like the crowning jewels of the Wanted line, I think this one goes right up in that particular group as one of the best they've put out. While they've had some Wanted EDP, Wanted Tonic kind of things happen where they're not the best flankers, this is definitely one of their better flankers, and some people's favorite. Now, I can totally get it. Great performer. Not too sweet of a fragrance, but of course, Azzaro Wanted line. It's a sweet designer, but it's balanced out pretty well with this kind of slightly animalic spiced leather accord to go with that fruity sweetness. So definitely one that's worth checking out. Monster performer overall. I get beastly longevity, and it's not over-the-top projection, but it's a strong projector. It's mainly the longevity is kind of beastly and unnecessary on this one. It just stays on my skin pretty much all day until I'm ready to take a shower. That's how you can look at it. Great day and night. Obviously great on a dinner date. It's Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir. Next, we've got one of the newer Eros flankers that, honestly, I talked about Cade Al Farsan in Untamed yesterday, and while it is really good, the original's better. Eros Najim. This is an absolute banger. It's definitely got more of a Middle Eastern feel than even the Lattafa fragrance does, surprisingly, considering Lattafa's a Middle Eastern brand, right? I don't know, it's just something about Eros, and I love the bottle. Love this color scheme with that kind of like dark copper cap and this burnt orange, like University of Texas burnt orange colored glass. It is beautiful. Caramel, vanillic-like sweetness, a little on the smoky, woody, spicy side of things, more oriental style fragrance. Not really a whole lot of Eros tie-in for the DNA. I mean, you might get a little bit of it, a little bit of green, plus the sweet and stuff like that. But some citruses. I believe it's a little bit of like a orange note that's in here, if I remember correctly. I forgot off the top of my head. But you get a little bit of citrus up top. This is just really freaking good. It's warm, cozy, sweet, smoky. Really well done. Really, really well done. Phenomenal performer as well. Definitely worth an ad in your collection. You're going to pay around $100 for this one. This is probably the most expensive fragrance in this video. Yeah, because we do have a Mancera, but that one's kind of, a couple bucks less than this one. But I got to tell you, really good. Did I mention it's really good? Because guess what? Eros Najim, it's really good. Speaking of that Mancera, personal favorite of mine for the cooler weather, monster performer, cherry cola type of stuff, we've got Tonka Cola. I love talking about this one this time of year. This is when I like to wear it. Really strong performer. Has kind of this spicy accord that kind of gives off that carbonation to the cherry Coke kind of feel to it, because it does have a cherry cola smell to it. It's powdery. Not too powdery, but it's powdery, it's sweet, it's spicy. It's resinous and warm. Very ambery is mainly the resinous type of feel that you get from not so much a balsamic resinous feel where it's super aromatic, but it's got some brightness for sure. And it just smells fantastic. High compliment factor kind of fragrance. This is just really, really good stuff. One of my five favorite Mancera fragrances in my collection. I've got over 50 bottles from Mancera, so that's high praise in my opinion. Definitely worth checking out. If you have never gotten around to smelling this one, I think you're kind of missing out. It's really good. Did I mention really good? Like we were talking about with the Eros Najim, this one as well. Really, really good. But you gotta like cherry, you gotta like sweet. It's not a feminine fragrance, it's Tonka Cola. You might be like, Ross, that's great. You showed me a lot of stuff that's sweet and or spicy and animalic. I don't necessarily like to wear stuff that heavy in the fall and winter. What about something a little more on the green fougere kind of dapper side? Well, fun fact, live stream for the announcement for our new Zed Creator fragrances. Me, Justin, and Jordan, Nigerian Giant Moss, we just happened to randomly get on the subject of Issey Miyake, and all three of us just happen to have our bottles handy of L'Odyssey Eau de Parfum, because we all three agree this is one of the unsung hero sleeper best designer releases of the year. This is fantastic. This is true to the original's DNA, that citrusy green smell. A lot of fir balsam here. It gets slightly earthy, very, very, very green, woody, earthy fragrance. That still maintains some freshness from the original DNA, like I was saying, with really good performance. You get this for around $50 for the 100 ml. It is fantastic. This is an everyday wear fragrance. For those of you that were like, he's got to have something besides sweet and spicy in this video, and I definitely did. I thought of that, and this is the one that deserved the spot. Still kind of has that yuzu citrusy smell, the core DNA. Even though they don't list the yuzu, still kind of comes across like clearly this is a L'Odyssey flanker that's really close to the original's DNA. As it should be. It's a concentration flanker, so it should smell more like the original than any of the other random like vetiver and solar lavender and all the ones that have come out, all the really good flankers that have come out. This might be the best flanker to ever come out because it's really what I think the Eau de Parfum version of the original should smell like. It's damn good. It's very affordable. It performs really well. It's above average across the board. It's dapper. It dresses up. It dresses down. T-shirt on up. This is it. Just like the original was a signature scent, I think the Eau de Parfum, same thing, just a little bit better for the cooler weather. It's Issey Miyake L'Odyssey Pour Homme Eau de Parfum. Well, that's the 5 I wanted to cover that you might want to look into for this particular sale. Thank you guys for checking out the video. Again, I've got all the information for their anniversary sale down below with the codes, the link to the door crashers. You might want to stop there first, and you can get your free samples, free gifts within so many. Like I said, all the info's down there with the codes, as well as links next to each one of these fragrances names directly if you want to buy any of these by chance. Of course, you don't have to buy nothing to watch this video. I know it is technically a shopping sponsored video for a shopping website. I get it, but again, you don't have to do nothing. You could just enjoy the content, which I appreciate you doing. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one. Happy shopping.